Hello, my name is Kid and welcome back to well, I don't even know what I'm gonna call this, I guess. Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle Heroes Speculation! We got new stuff revealed for Dragon Ball Heroes 2022, which gets me uber duper excited. Like right now we got our more or less mainline headline units announced, which we have Lags, she's the one over here, the one that looks like a Bakugan character. Yeah, she looks like a Bakugan. I could see her being a monster in Bakugan. Being the free-to-play unit, we have seems to be a Transformation Hearts. Sorry for the bad quality on the thing, but we got a Transformation Hearts, which I'm excited for. And then the main line. Like, I could care less about Hearts. Or I couldn't care much less about Hearts now that the Super Saiyan 4s are revealed. Like, it's going to be so exciting. I'm so excited for how Super Saiyan 4 is going to work this year. Because I believe after this year, depending on how they build the limit breakers here, the Super Saiyan 4 category could be one of the most formidable teams in the game. Depending on how they do it. If they give these limit breakers the ability to give Super Saiyan 4 units a 200% lead, then they are going to be, the Super Saiyan 4s are going to be powerful. Because you have the likes of Gogeta, Vegito, the LR Super Saiyan 4s, and boom, you put these two on a team, you got a set team. Or if you even go, let's even take a look at these other ones here, because we got some new awakenings, Super Saiyan 4 Gohan, Super Saiyan 4 Bardock. You look at them, let's say if you don't have the LR Super Saiyan 4s, you have Limit Breakers. You got Limit Breaker Goku Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 Vegito, any Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Then you have the Gohan and Bardock, boom, that's another powerful team right there. So Super Saiyan 4s, I think this year could be very, very formidable. Like, oh my god. I don't even know what I think they could, I don't even know what they could take on, truly. But, they're going to be powerful, formidable units. Like, I'm excited to see what heroes will bring this year, just because of these main, you can't see my mouse, but these main three right here in the, like, Limit Breakers and Hearts. Like I said, I also talked about the awakenings, which I'm excited to see some awakenings. The Gohan and Bardock, absolutely. I personally think it's early for the Brainwash Kai and Robelu, just because they came out last year, and they've typically done like a year lag before they get the awakening. So that's kind of going to, unless, I don't know how they're going to do it this year, if they release a multitude. I'm also betting, I'll talk about that later, a multitude of units. That way we can have like, hey, this year's awakening, then or if they're just gonna do, hey, URs this year, awaken next year. I mean, I'm not against the new units this year, awaken next year. I just like the little interval thing of, here's some new units. Here's other new units. Let's awaken these old units while bringing out new units. That way there's just always a little bit of a lull in between. I like that. I'm not against the idea of, here's new units, awaken next year. Because at first I thought it was weird that heroes would drop units and then awaken later, as opposed to, here's some, drop and then immediately awaken. But it's one for just more content. Heroes content is always good, because I always give a lot of content. Like last year, in 2021, I spent, I don't even know how long, I spent hours upon hours doing heroes stuff, because I got so many units I needed to awaken. They've got Infinite History revealed, which I'm hoping we're going to talk about more of that stuff. But got Infinite History. They had excuse me. Like multiple units awaken that have absolutely nothing to do with the Super Saiyan 3 Vegetas. Trunks. There was so much stuff last year. So that's making me hopeful for another big Heroes year this year. Just because, like, multitude of stuff they had. So let's actually take a look at the, base Gohan, Bardock, Kai, and Robelu to then see what theoretically they could become. I'm not even going to talk about leader skills of the Goku, Vegeta, or Hearts. I'm just hopeful that they're 200% for, say, a variety of heroes units. Like, Trunks on a true 200% would be fun. Maybe it's going to be Power Beyond Super Saiyan. A Dragon Ball Heroes, Time Travelers, and then Power Beyond Super Saiyan. That could be a fun 200% lead for the Super Saiyan 4s. Hearts, God, what would Hearts even be? Let's look at Fu here. Fu here. He is, I don't know. Maybe put him as Battle of Wits. Have Hearts be Dragon Ball Heroes, Time Travelers, and Battle of Wits 200%. Because I've thought about it, if we do Dragon Ball Heroes crossover, do Dragon Ball Heroes, crossover, and then time travelers. That'd literally be the entire category, which surely I'm not against. All right, here we go. Let's look at Robelu. So we've got Robelu we got to look at. We've got... Where are they? Where are they? Oh, there they are. They're down here. You, and you. So... Oh, hi, Robelu. What? What was that? Robelu? What was that, Robelu? There we go. Well, at least they're going to be going down in order then. Let's... Alright, so get out of here, Ed. Alright, so looking first, we're going to look at Gohan here. Gohan getting his TUR. Gohan was always, whenever he first came out, was a defensive unit. So he's grade 8 power, or giant 8 power, 3 key, 120 stats. He's going to go up to 150. It's no other way. Unless they do him dirty and make him a 130, he's going up to 150. Cause immense damage to enemy, massively lowers defense, and that is a 80% debuff on defense for 3 turns. That I could see. Would they massively lower attack in there, or would they have him like greatly raise defense for the turn, or would they have him stack? Like, I don't know. This Gohan's a defensive unit. I could see him either greatly raising defense or massively lowering enemy attack to kind of go alongside his, hey, you can't do much damage to me. So passive, he's got a 140% to attack, 140% attack and defense at start of turn. Reduces damage received by 40% when there are 4 or more giant 8 power category allies on the team, and then a high chance to stun the attacked enemy when performing a super attack. So I think the 140 might be boosted to 180. I know that's a lot, but Heroes units have a lot of just pure power to them. Like, we'll take a look at Trunks here. Like, when Trunks first came out, this man was capable of putting out like 6-7 million attack stats on the Heroes team, which I'm not against. He's limited to Heroes. He's limited to his absolute best on Heroes, which I'm not against. Having Heroes units need to be built for Heroes. Yeah, so like, see, he's got 30% attack per Dragon ally on the team. So that is what, 56? That's 6. That is 300%. Is that right? No, that's not right. It's some percentage. I don't know what the percentage is right offhand. It's early in the morning. I'm tired. And then an additional 100% a high chance when performing a super attack. Like, this man could sit there with like a 360,000 defensive. No, he wouldn't. 360,000 after super attack. He'd be like 150 to 180 depending on the rotation prior, which isn't a lot, but then you get that 100%, that boosts him to 360, get that 30%, that can put him over 400. Like, this guy was nuts. Like, honestly, he was nuts. He was, by and large, the most powerful Heroes units released to date. But I think if they went, where was he? Was he this one? Nope, that's Fu. But I think if they went with 180 on him and have him reduce damage by 50% when there are 4 more giant category allies on the team, that's not going to be bad. I don't think that would break him. I don't think that'd do anything terrible and make this unit too nasty. Like, when I build units, I don't want them to be, oh my god, it's the most groundbreaking achievement Dokkan has ever done. This unit gives himself 300% attack and defense. He reduces damage by 90%. He has guaranteed stuns, crits, and seals on normals. Yeah, I don't do that. I try and make him on the lower spectrum. That way I'm more surprised whenever the newer units come, or if they're more buffs. So I'd say 180, reduce damage by 50% when there are 4 more giant 8 powers, and then change his high chance of stunning enemy when performing a super attack, just high chance of stunning the attacked enemy. Like, he has units like Tech Whis that do that. Demigra can do that. Basically, it's just tap them, and then they stun for 1 turn. You do that, I think that'd be a good awakening for him. Do whatever. Maybe they'll do more to it. Let's say he has, as opposed to just 50%, he gets an additional 50% attack and defense if there are 4 more giant 8 powers on his team. Like, almost like how the Bardock is. We're about to actually look at the Bardock. You do that, this guy's going to be very defensive. He's already built to be defensive. Is he defensive? No. By nowadays, he's not defensive in any way, shape, or form. But he's built to be defensive. So they're going to probably stick with this guy's going to be defensive through the entirety of it. Like, and how Bardock here, Bardock is an offensive unit. We're going to look at him. So Bardock, crossover 3 key, 120, change to 150, cause immense damage to enemy and seal super attack. I could see him raising attack and defense for the turn. Attack plus 1, defense plus 140. That I could see being boosted to another 180. Then an additional 40% attack and defense when there are 4 more crossover allies on the team. This is what I was talking about, like with the Gohan here, where the 40% additional. I think they'd probably keep us 40, or if they really wanted to, because they wouldn't change it because of what he can actually do. Because he seals, he gets a whole lot, and he also Bardock's attacks are effective against all types when HP is 80% or more. And then he performs a critical hit when HP is 90% or more. And that's literally every single attack that this man has. So if he had 100% at HP first turn, he's going to do a hit. His first hit, no matter what, is, well, slot 1 anyway, is super effective against all type with guaranteed crits. And that is busted. That is powerful. Bardock is unfortunately a UR character, so his power cannot be utilized in the way it needs to be utilized. But you put that on a TUR unit. Let's say, I don't know how the actual stats go between his things. So he's sitting there with 15,000 attack versus, let's see. Let's actually do a, let's actually look at another one. Let's see, Trunks. Let's actually go look at the thing so we can see, like, because I don't actually know stats whenever they go. So his Trunks here, 12,000. Then you have him up to 15,000. So let's say he gets 3,000 attack. 3,000 to stats. He'll be sitting there with, yeah, I don't think that's right. 12,000 defense, 18,000 attack, which I don't think is right. And then 17,000. I don't think this is right, but he's going to be going up a bit. He's going to go up a bit. Oh, I should have been looking at these. Ha! I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. All right, so let's actually do that again. So 9,000, 93, 98, 37 versus... Where's Trunks? Trunks? There he is. 65, 72, 27. So yeah, he goes up about... Yeah, they go up about 3,000. Okay, so that's right. If that's the case, this man's going to be hitting hard, especially with that... Let's say if he goes... Here's probably what they're going to do. Honestly, what they're probably going to do. Make this 150. Make this 50. And then give him another 50% whenever he performs a super attack. And that'll be all they're going to do to him. That's what I'm going to see happen right now. Is that's all they're going to do to him. Just because the power behind him. And then Gohan here, we're going to have 150, 50, and then probably another 50% whenever he performs a super attack. With probably greatly raising defense for one turn on super. So Gohan here is going to be meant to be defensive. And then... Ooh. Her. I love her art. She is probably one of my favorite heroes' arts. So, she'll be crossover 150, massively raises defense, that's 100% defensive raise, causes supreme damage to enemy, and lowers attack. I do not foresee them giving her massively raising attack for the turn, just because even at UR level, this unit could put out like 7 million attack stats. That is absolutely broken. So she has a rare chance, that is 10% chances on all enemies for a turn. They're going to leave that, may raise it to 15%. Attack and defense plus 90 at start of turn, plus an additional 90% when performing a super attack. Then an additional 90 when target enemy is an attack down. Then 90 when enemy is in defense down. And then then 90 if enemy is sealed. And then 90 if enemy is stunned. So we do all that together. She gets base 90. Which you can say add on to that 90. So she'll do whatever that is, 270% attack. Whatever. Then you get 1, 2, 3, 4. That is 360% additional attack on top of it. So here's what I bet it's going to be. They're going to keep her kit more or less the same. May change a lowers attack to greatly lowers attack. And then have this be 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, and 100. And that'll be all they're going to do to her. Because let's see, we'll do the 3,000. So we'll look at we're gonna look at Rainbow just because, you know, I'm probably gonna try. I'm gonna say this right here. I'm also gonna do a PSA at the end. I'm gonna try and Rainbow all hero units this year. So she'll be sitting at 13,000, 15,000, then 11,000. Maybe what they could do. This is gonna be a little busted. I don't foresee them doing this, but if it was like 100% attack and defense, or what if they did that? They just gave her TUR. And then had this 90% be 90% defense, 90% defense, 90% defense, 90% defense on each one. So she'd be getting 360. No, she wouldn't. God, what would she be getting? 5,400? 540% defense? More or less? Yeah, that's alright. It'll be 45. Yeah, 450% on super attack, essentially. 450% defense on super attack. Plus this massively raising defense for one turn is going to be busted. She's got that's if they go that route. If they go or give her a defensive juggernaut, just have her get an uber ton amount of defense on super, then by all means is she gonna be disgusting. And even if not, they just give her a pure attack, which I don't think they're gonna do. Dokkan's going in a way now where you need defense on units. I don't think they're just gonna go strictly attack. But so I'm gonna say 90% attack and defenses each. You do that and she is going to be golden. She'll be reaching 10 million attack stats. If her entire kit is done, she'll be reaching near like 10 million attack stats if her entire kit is maxed out. No support. And good God, is that gonna be nasty. And then Robelu. A capable Secretary Robelu. So Robelu, Dragon Ball Heroes, we get another Dragon Ball Heroes lead. 150 is what she'll become. Raise attack and defense. I can see that greatly raising. She gives herself 80% at start, then an additional 80% when attacking, then an additional 180 if target enemy super attack is sealed. Randomly changes, key spheres of certain types of rainbow, high chance of evading, high chance of foreseeing enemy super when there's no Dragon Ball Heroes on the team. Or in the turn. So what I can see them doing to her is greatly raising attack and defense. 100% here. 100% here. If they went nuts, they'd change that to 200%. Randomly change key spheres of a thing to rainbow. I'm fine with that. Give her a 70% chance to dodge, and then a 70% chance to foresee enemy super attack. You do those two things, or those very few things, and she's going to be hitting hard. Like, she's going to be hitting absolutely nasty. Like, if I don't even know if she can actually... I've never actually really used the wiki to this extent. I don't think you can just see max damage. Like, she can hit nasty damage. Who is Snapchatting me? I don't know. So yeah, she's just gonna be hitting nasty numbers. If you just give all those things to just 100, 200. Maybe give her 200% defense on that too if they do that. Or just make, like how I did with the Brainwash Kai, just give the defense. Make it be 180% defense. Along with the 180, you do that when she'll be fine. Stunning, I don't think could be like work because she's meant to seal. Unless you give her seal on the thing, make her like what unit is it? It's AGL Namek Frieza, who has a chance to stun and or seal on his super, his AOE super. Unless they do something like that, I do not foresee anything else change into that, which is going to be okay. Nothing wrong with that. I do want these to be changed to 70% though, just because it will help greatly. Or you know what? Have this stay the same. Change the high chance to foresees enemy super attack if there's another Dragon Ball Heroes category ally attacking in the same turn. You do that, that'll make her good. Just 100, 180 to attack and defense, foresee enemy super attack, bam. She'll be great. She'll be absolutely great. And that's with our new stuff. Like I said, I'm also going to talk about some of the theoretical easy A's we could get this year, with Fu being one of them. Let's see here. Let's go back and see what all units could get easy A's this year. Ones I'm hopeful for. Her. Let me see. I don't see... He might get an easy A, but I don't see him getting one. Let me think. I want the Saiyamen to get easy A's. I do want all the Saiyamen to get easy A's this year. I want the Super Saiyan 3s to get easy A's. Sealus to get an easy A, and Cumber to get an easy A. What happened? That's alright. There we go. So yeah, these are the ones I want to get easy A's this year. Because I've worked a lot to get a lot of these guys ready to go for their inevitable easy A. Which, ooh, is going to be exciting. So we'll take a look at some of them that I think, like, what these are the ones. These are the units I think are going to get easy A's this year. Fu, Supreme Kai, Great Saiyaman 3, Xeno, Limit Breaker, the Limit Breaker, the Goku and Vegeta, the Super Saiyan 3s, and Sealess, and Cumber. Music go there. There we go. So, start off with Fu. Fu here is a very fun unit. Fun built unit. I've used him. I have a Blink level 10. I only have him 55%. I'm hoping to change that this year. Because I'm planning on going 2,000 stones deep into heroes this year. So, Dragon Ball Heroes, he'll be 150 after Easy A, maybe. Great. That needs to be come greatly raised. He gets 150% attack and defense when performing a super attack. And this man, granted, he's only at 55%. Highest I've seen him get is like 50,000 defense before super, which is not good at all. Not good at all. Like 150% of that barely puts him over 100,000 defense. So this would probably need to be 150 at start of turn, and then 150 when performing a super attack. Keep to 1+4, that's fine. Chance of evading enemy super attack up to 40. That would need to be changed to 50, or I could see it being changed to 60. And then have him support Battle of Wits characters. Or, 100% attack and defense, 150 when performing a super attack, and then Battle of Wits, 3 key, 40% of stats. You do that, I think that'll make him a good built unit for heroes this year. Make him usable, make him viable. As, like, granted, his best hero is always going to be, the teams are going to be Time Travelers teams or Heroes teams, because all of them are Time Travelers on Heroes. But you do those things, and he's going to be putting out good numbers, being able to perform very well. Which I want to see this guy perform well, because he has a really neat super attack. Where he like basically pulls out a sword, sheaths it, or does this X slice, and you see the sheen of the glasses. I want to see the super attack more. I saw it a lot whenever I was doing his link leveling. But yeah, so let's see. Look at the stats. Yeah, look at him. Base thing, it's 55% versus Rainbow. So that's not going to be a whole lot. It may put him to like 70,000 defense right now. And then another that could push him to what's 150. That's 140. That'll probably put him to, yeah, it's only 170. Not even one. You might be able to get him to 200,000 defense post super. Might be able to. And yes, I know I was talking about that, but it's still it's 3,000 either way. So yeah, I know what I was talking about. I'm just stupid, but I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, like I said, 150 or 160 actually. I can see that being 160. Greatly raises, which would go alongside that. 100% attack at start of turn. Keep that the same. Keep the key the same. Give that to 60%, and then give him 30% or let's say 40% support for Battle of Wits. You do that, he'll be a solid unit. Next, not Brainwash Kai, I just talked about her. Supreme Kai of Time. So Dragon Ball Heroes or Tech Type 3 keys, she's going to make both those 120. She massively raises defense on one for turn. That, I think she could, since she's not an offensive character, could change if they want to. They can make it where she's does massively raise attack for the turn. I don't think that'd be the case, but you never know. Let's see. All allies, 3 key, attack plus 30%, and chance of performing critical hit plus 12%. I think that'll be boosted to 40. Or if they really want to, they could boost it to 50. Yeah, they're not going to do that. They're going to boost that to 40. Keep that to probably, maybe put that to 15. Then give that to 15, and then that 15. You do that, and then probably give her 100% attack and defense at start of turn. No, 120% attack and defense at start of turn. You do that, and overall what she'll be able to do, her defensive aspects are going to be good. At least she's going to be a slot 2 or 3 unit. She's definitely not going to be a slot 1. Unless they give her like a great chance to dodge or guard or something like that, which they're not going to do guard. But yeah, 3 key, 40%, 15%, 15. That way she can give allies up to 55% attack and defense. Yes, that's a big buff, but it's heroes. Come on, let them have their fun. That's what I would see to make her good. There's probably more that could be done to her just because she doesn't have... she's got a good defensive stat. Offensive stats, okay. So she'll be fine defensively, I think, at least Rainbow level. Mine's at 69%, I believe. Anyway, yeah, you do all those things, make her solid. Him, God, he's going to be fun. He is going to be fun. Because whenever he first came out, I read this and he only gets like 17% attack and defense at start of turn. But it's per ally on the team, which I found out after I used him, so he can hit hard. So anyway, he'll be super class 100. Cause immense damage. The enemy probably change that to 30% or give it attack and defense plus 25% by 25% for a turn. This, God, what would it be? What could make him good? 25% attack and defense, and then a critical hit plus 5% per time traveler's category ally. You do that and get rid of the stupid 30% to minus 30%, and he'll be good. If they wanted to add more to him, give him 100% attack and defense at start of turn. Or if they really wanted to, what's a theme Heroes has? Do they have any like specific theme numbers? Nah, they don't. Characters of specific years have specific themes. Maybe give him 150, just because I see Cumber there. Yeah, give him 150. Yeah, give him 150. 150 at start of turn. Then 25% and chance performing critical hit plus 5% per ally. Get rid of that. And boom, he's good. Maybe give him plus 30% defense within the same turn after receiving an attack, like how AGO Vegito gets the 40% attack and defense. Maybe give him an additional 30% after he receives an attack. You know, do that. That'd be fun. I like his sword. I think that'd be the only thing they could do to him. Not the only thing. That'd be the main thing they do to him, the least they could do to him to make him viable. And when I'm saying this, a lot of what I'm talking about right now are to make these characters at least viable in today's meta of Dokkan. Not trying to make them those groundbreaking units. I'm trying to make them viable. Next is Goku. Ah, this Goku. He was such a good unit when he first released, and now he is not good. So, Dragon Ball Heroes. So this will be 120. Causes immense damage, high chance of stunning. I could see that becoming greatly raising. Actually, no, make it raising. Because I'm going to have him a whole lot more. So, he's going to give himself 150% attack and defense, and guards all attacks. Plus an additional 50% attack when performing a super attack. Nah, we're going to make it an additional 100% attack and defense when performing a super attack. And then reduces damage received by 7% per Dragon Ball category allies on the team. We're going to have to make that 42%. Because when it says ally, it doesn't include the Goku. So, yeah, I think that's literally it. Make that 150. Make that 100. And then change that to 42, and he'll be cooking. I think he's going to be absolutely cooking. Truly. And especially with the raising at 30% attack and defense on super. I have this one at 55%. I'm working on getting him link leveled right now. Because I didn't realize I'm missing like 2 links on him. I didn't realize can't tell you what his actual stats and stuff are. I know he's just not that good. He needs it. My 55%, nah, he's got to be rainbow to be great. Yeah, there's not a lot I could add to him to make him better. Just unless I start really going ham into it and throwing like, here's 3,000, not 3,000, another 30% crit chance every time he performs a super attack up to, I don't know, 50%. So make every super attack 50% chance to crit. I don't like that. I'm not going to make him too broken. But like I said, I think that's what they could do. So 150, 100% on super attack, and then change that to 42%, and he'll be dandy. Vegeta here is more or less going to be the same. Where it'll be, because these guys are almost carbon copies of each other. So he'll be 150 right there. He will be plus an additional attack and defense, chance for a critical hit plus 7 per Dragon Ball. I think that should be changed to 10%. And then go up to, we'll not even have a cap. That way he can get 60. Just get an additional 60% on his 150. And then an additional 50% when performing a super attack. I could see that one. I'd say that one being the same. Because he's going to be getting a... Let's see, we're looking how I was building the Goku here. He was already at 150, then he gets a 50 on super attack. But this one here will be 150 sitting at... Actually, yeah, I think it should go to that, honestly. Because he's not going to be getting defense on super attack. I'm have him greatly raise his attack, have him greatly raise attack and defense for a turn. But have him make that just 60%. That way he's getting 160 and then an additional 50. Because that's going to be a lot lower. Or if they made him 50% attack and defense performing a super attack with the 160, that could put him a little less than Goku. But the Goku with the guarding all attacks, which is gonna be broken as time goes on, as we start getting more stuff. Depending on how they build his EZA, if they build his EZA this year, he's gonna be busted. And if not, next year, he's gonna be even more powerful. So yeah, just 150, change that to 60, and then 50% attack and defense when performing a super attack. He's dandy. He'll be great. Celis is one I'm genuinely excited for. Like, I am honestly, truly, genuinely excited for this unit to get his EZA. He's one of my favorite heroes units. I love the art. I love the entire aspect of him. So, let's get to it. So, all types 3 key, I don't even know, 100%. He's never going to be your lead. Greatly lower, immense damage greatly lowers. I can see that greatly lowering attack and defense. Attack and defense was 100% when performing a super attack. Just give him 100% at the start of turn. Then give him that additional 100% when performing super attack. Then give his key 2 key 25%, 2 key 25%. Actually, have him stack. I could see him having, like, Mira. Mira stacks defense in base form and stacks attack in secondary form. So have it be the exact same thing with this. So have his base form stack defense along with this lowering. Do all that, and if the enemy is an attack down or defense down, he gets a guaranteed second super. Or if enemy is stunned or sealed, he gets a guaranteed super. So let's say if you have him attack down and sealed in a turn, he could theoretically quadruple super in base state. Which I think for the Celis would not be bad at all. Just because he transforms and he's a forced transformation. We're going to go get into his transformation here in a minute. But have all that on top of it, like, he's not going to have a whole ton to him. Like, 150 at start, 100 at start, 100 when performing a super attack, he gives himself 4 key and 50% support, which, yes, is a lot, but I'm trying not to make him, at least first state, terrible. I'm trying to make him usable in this first state since he's, he transforms from the 5th turn. Or since it is short time. Now, you know what? If they would go with the attack down or defense down super and then seal or stun super, he could easily get, if you have him slot 1, he could easily get 8 supers before he's gone. I say easily. He could get 8 supers before he leaves, before he transforms into a second state. Which is, you know what? I think going to be fine. Is it always going to guarantee to happen? No. But there's nothing wrong with the possibilities of it. That'd be base state and then transformation state. So, same. Cause immense damage to enemy. This is where he'd stack attack. Have him almost be like similar to a cooler. Have him stack attack in this state and massively lower defense. 3 key, 60% at the start of turn, make that 120. And then 120, change that to 180. And then keep his, if enemy is an attack down, defense down, have him do another super attack. And then, after, if enemy is in steal or stun, have him do another super attack. And this is something I've thought about for him. After he performs 4 super attacks, he gets guard. He gets guard for the next 3 turns. So we'll take it, let's say in a good turn, if everything I just said comes into fruition, where he's done his enemy is sealed, enemy is stunned, or enemy is sealed, enemy is a defense down, because it goes with his thing. He'll always be guaranteed a second super attack for most enemies. That's why I'm going with some of this fun stuff. But then after that, let's say if you put him in slot 1, he gets hit He gets hit by Cellmax. Let's use Cellmax as an example. He gets hit by Cellmax and takes however much damage in slot 1. First hit, he does his 4 supers. I know Cellmax can't be sealed or debuffed. I know, I'm just using this as an example. But let's say he does that, he gets his 300% defense and gets guard. After all that, with all of that, this man is going to be tanking. I believe he would be tanking. He'll be doing a lot of damage and tanking quite well. Which I think is what he should do. A little bit of everything to it. Only other thing I could add if they let's say if he went with my kit, if he did 6 supers, the rest of his attacks become crit for the rest of the fight. Which gets a bit excessive, but it's Dokkan nowadays. I don't think I don't think it'd be too excessive for him to be like, let me just super attack 4 times. Next turn, I'm gonna super attack 2 more times. And guess what? Everything else is a crit from here on out. I don't see a problem with that. He also has a really cool, I like his weapon. And then last one is Cumber. Cumber is going to be, God, Cumber is going to be a fun one. I don't know about Cumber. Like, I've thought about Cumber. Like, he'd be 100 there, causes immense damage and greatly lowers attack and enemy attack and defense. That's 30%. I would like that to be massively. Or whatever is above this. Is it 50%? Have him lower by 50% and have him raise attack and defense for 6 turns on super. Key plus 2, that'd be key plus 3. Attack and defense plus 150%, that'd have to be boosted to 200. Have him probably get another 100% attack and defense on super attack. High chance of sending super attack enemies, that's fine. Don't change that at all. Have him probably do crits against superclass enemies. Because he has a chance of stunning superclass, so give him a crit chance against superclass enemies. To say, or just give him guaranteed crit against superclass enemies. And yes, I know that's broken. But for those who have seen Heroes, Cumber is the powerful... Hello, Adidas. Get out of here. Heroes is a very... Not Heroes. Cumber is a powerful, formidable character who could, stun, take control of villain characters. So I think giving him the guaranteed crit against superclass enemies, on top of everything he'll be doing, let's say the 200 there, 100% on attack and defense, this 50% stun chance is just going to be great. And then this one, they can't do much. 3 key. Just give him 3 key on Great Ape. Not much you do on there. I mean, what's his actual... Let's actually look at him and see if I... Causes destructive enemy damage? Make it massive. If I get him to 15, make it massive. It causes massive enemy to... Just damage to enemy. Or whatever it is. Massively raises attack and then causes destructive damage to enemy. I think you do that, he'll be fine. Infinite HP, infinite... God, I never noticed that. He has infinite defense. Wow. That's amazing. Alright, so that's with all the awakenings. Like Easy A's. Like, I've gone through who I hope is going to Easy A this year. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we had 7 Easy A's last year, so I think these 7 here it's a high time. Let's actually look at the time of release. 19, 19, 19, 19, 19, 19. Yeah, these would be all the ones that could theoretically get Easy A's this year, which I hope they do. I hope at least one of these multiple units I've talked about gets an Easy A this year. But one final thing to go, which I actually was just reading the Discord about it. Apparently, Heroes is getting active skills, which I'm excited. Like, I'm trying to think of, say, the Xeno, the Limit Breakers, Hearts getting an active skill. It's all sorts of excitement. But yeah, so this is my Heroes thoughts, hopes, dreams, whatever you want to call it, for 2022. And I said I was going to do a PSA. I plan... If everything goes right, I plan to stream through Heroes with 2,000 Dragonstones. I plan to stream through and summon Heroes until I run out of stones with 2,000 stones. That is my hope. So I got about a month to get 2,000 stones. So we don't have an actual set date because we look at some of these things. We'll look at, like these guys here came out at the same time because they were all released in the same, more or less the same batch, except for you. Weird. Yeah, for the most part, they are all released in the same batch. But it's varying times. Like, Vegito in 2020 was released on the 19th, I believe, of November. He came out 2 days after we recorded our first Dokkan win. Like, I'll have that linked up. Trunks came out... When did he come out? Ooh, I looked at him. I should have paid attention. He came out on the 25th. So yeah, units just come out in different aspects, different times, stuff. So it'll be more towards the end of November, start of December, whenever I'll be doing this. But I am going to try and get 2,000 stones into Heroes to rainbow. What units I need to rainbow? 1? Need to get, I didn't mean to hit that. Like, I need to get... I'd say I need. I want. It's all want at this point. Got a bone. So, Rebellu's rainbowed. I want to get Supreme Kai rainbowed. I want to get Fu rainbowed. I want to get the Super Saiyan 3's rainbowed. I want to get the Super Saiyan 3 Trunks rainbowed. Mecha Gabora is sitting at 90%. This Debora here is at 100. 100%. She is at 55? Is she at 55 or is she at 79? She is at 69. I don't have Baby Janemba, so that right there is another one I need to get. Her. Him. Him. Gohonks? Gohonks is 90%. Yeah. No, it's Gotenks. AGL Gotenks, I had him backwards. I need to get him rainbowed. Want to get him rainbowed. Gonna get you rainbowed. Same for you. Who else do I have? You. I don't have Super Pycon. I'm missing 2 heroes units. Get you rainbowed. Oh, you are rainbowed. Get Silas rainbowed for 1. Get you. And you. I do all that. I'm going to be dandy. I'm going to... So 2,000 Dragon Stones. 2K. I'm going to put into heroes. To try and rainbow as many freaking units as I can. And that also includes our new ones here. The Hearts, the Goku, and the Vegeta. Or the Goku and Vegeta. I had them backwards. So yeah, that is my thoughts, hopes, dreams, whatever you want to say for Heroes 2022. Maybe some of you agree, maybe some of you don't. Who knows? I don't. But anyway, stay tuned for whatever I have next. Stay cool. Peace out, everybody.